Hello and welcome back to my channel. Let's draft and sew this curved waistband together. Before I go ahead to draft, let's take down the measurements we'll be needing. I'm working with waist 32, and then I'll be needing the front of the band and the back of the band. So the front of the band is half of my waist measurement divided by 2, because the paper will be on fold. I'm cutting my band on fold. So from the side seam to the center front is 8 inches. It's meant to be 16 inches, but because it's on fold, it's 8 inches. And from the side seam to the back, where the zip will be sitting, is 9 inches, because I added additional 1 inch for zip allowance. Note again, it's on fold. That is why it's 9 inches. Now the width of the band is 3 inches plus 1 inch, making it 4. The 1 inch is for joining the band to the skirt. Now I'll just make a baseline. My camera went off, so I lost some clip. I'm cutting both the front and the back waistband in one long strip, so I made a center line representing the side seam of the band, and from the side seam I measured 8 inches forward and 9 inches backward. The 8 inches is for the center front and the 9 inches for the center back. Now from that 9 inch I went up by 1.5 inch and slanted it all the way to the side seam. Now from that 1.5 inch I'm just going up by 4 inches, which is the width of the band, and I left half inch in between, so I slanted the tape rule slightly to give me that angled, because this is also called angled waistband, so to give me that angle. And then I'll be measuring 4 inches all the way up to the center front. So here I'm just marking 4 inches from the center back all the way to the, you can stop at the side seam, then use a straight ruler to connect it to the center front. Now on this center front I'll be taking the 4 inches mark as well. I'll be cutting that center front. When you place this pattern paper on your fabric, make sure the fabric is on fold. So here I'm just using my curved ruler to smoothen out the line. Like I said earlier, you can use your curved ruler from the center back all the way to the side seam, and use a straight ruler to connect from the side seam to the center front, whichever way you want it. So after smoothing out the line on the upper waist, if you take the measurements at the bottom of the band, it becomes more than the top of the band, because that angled side has made the upper part of the band narrower. So when you sew a band with a straight strip, it leaves gapping. That is why this curved band fits better, because it reduces the width of the upper band of your skirt. So I'm just trimming the center back part, and I'll be labeling it so I don't get confused at the end of the day. So I labeled the center front and also the side seam. So here I'm just labeling the top of the band and the bottom of the band. You can go ahead and notch as well if you want. So here I'm just placing the pattern on my fabric, and I'm cutting 2 pieces with the center front on fold. So 2 pieces of this fabric with the center front on fold, and I'm notching the side seam so that by the time I'm attaching it to the skirt, I will be able to align it to the side seam of the skirt. So this is the 2 pieces that I've cut out, and I'll be placing right side onto right side. Make sure that the top of the band aligns with the top of the band on the other strip, so you don't make mistake. Then I'll sew a straight stitch along the upper part of the band. After sewing the straight stitch, I'll open it up and top stitch at the back part of the band. So whichever one you've chosen to be your back part, you top stitch on that side. After top stitching, I went ahead to iron the band, and I ironed in half of an inch inward so that I can attach it easily to the skirt I'll be working with. I've gathered the skirts up to the size of the waist measurement, including the 1 inch allowance for zip. So the gathered skirts equals the length of the skirt band. So to sew the skirt band onto the skirt, I notched the center front of the skirt band, and I will align it to the center of the skirt itself. So I folded the skirt into 2 to get the middle, and then the notched center front of the skirt band, I will align it together and pin. Now I will take the band and pin all the way till I get to one end of the skirt, and as I'm pinning, I'll make sure to align all side seams. The side seam of the skirt has got a pocket, so I will be aligning it to the notched side seam of the band. This is the pocket of the skirt. I will align the side seam of the skirt to the notched side seam of the band, because I notched the side seam of the band so I don't lose it when I'm pinning. This is the essence of notching. So after pinning, I'll pin it all the way around to the zip end of the skirt, and I'll sew along that 1/2 inch that I folded it with an iron. Here I've sewn the one end of the band. Now the other end of the band, I'll just fold it over to the right side of the skirt. Fold it over and sew along it closest to the edge. Make sure that it's as close as possible to the edge. So I'll just make a straight stitch all the way, and after that I went ahead to attach the zip, and we are done with the band of this skirt. So I hope this tutorial video was helpful, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to my channel, as I'll be dropping more interesting tutorial videos. Thank you for your support and thank you for watching. Bye.